So, unboxing, what do I mean? Well, we all know that Games Workshop stuff is massively expensive, so Army Painter Wargames Hobby Toolkit with free super glue and tool guide. The complete wargaming hobby toolkit, everything you need to assemble your paint. You'll paint your army. Contains side cutter, pin vise, 5 drill bits, file with soft grip handle, hobby knife, tweezers, 20 grams super glue included for free to get you started. Well, yes. Now, I don't have any paints or brushes or anything like that, so I'm not really doing anything yet, but sort of, so I've got the gear. Right, here's the tripod. Highly unprofessional, I know, but there is, in fact, a dog sniffing around my feet. Okay, so, what have we got in this box? These bad boys, and some other stuff. So, we are going to be building what is now known as Astra Militarum. I think that's what it's called, Stevie. What's it called? Astra Militarum? Or is it Militarium? Don't know. Army. Imperial Guard, basically. This isn't for playing, this is for fun. This is what I used to do for fun. I'm hoping if I do it now, I can relax the fuck out. In theory. So what have we got? Well, if you go to the Games Workshop online store, because they don't do this, in fact, oh wow, I've just seen that, and wow, camera panning is too fast. If I zoom up here, something over there is being used to store stuff. Oh wow, God knows what's being stored in there, but it's a blast from the past. Remember mail order, folks? Remember mail order? So, anyway. Okay, so what I did is, a while ago, before I got sick, I did a, I'm going to tilt this down a bit more. I'll do. Before I got sick, I brought some guys. I was like, yeah, you know what, I want to get back into 40k. I'm not too bothered about playing it, maybe. I have a friendly local gaming store, so I could sort of go down and pick up some stuff anyway. And I thought, you know what, I always wanted, because when I played it, which we're talking 2nd edition here, I played Orcs. I had a big ass custom army, and then I left it. I think I came back on 4th edition, and I built a Marine army, which is rotting in a box somewhere. But I always liked the IG, so I thought, when maybe gaming, maybe if we can get some people to help us out, I might do gaming, but just building a custom army, okay, for 40k. Problem is, the troops that I like never got plastics. My favourite troops, and we're going to get them out now, where's the sergeant? These bad boys. The Mordian Iron Guard. They are. Sorry about the state of my hands. I have been playing with the dog. So there's a sergeant. You buy these. They used to do, I think, a mortar team, but they don't do them anymore. These guys are only available from the website. I think they're £20 for the 10. I don't think... Excuse me. Just pan over. What are you doing? Stop it. I don't think they are any other models than the models that come in the box, and because obviously they moved Imperial Guard over to Astra Military, over to basically just Arcadians, and I don't want to do that. So, for the basis of our army, we've got 10 guys. Squad, everyone else has got las guns, and there's a couple of dupes. There's a dupe, because I think there's only like 6 Mordian Iron Guard models. So there's a dupe there. Is it a dupe? Oh no, it's not a dupe. They've got the same standing pose, but is that a mismold or something? The guy on the right's head is turned slightly the other direction if I try and hold them up. Sorry about the focusing. I'm sorry about the state of my nails. Like I say, playing with the dog, God, he gets everywhere. Look, ripped my finger open earlier. Blood everywhere, it's brilliant. Slightly different molds. So you get 10 of those guys in a box. It was... I don't know how much it was. Honestly, that stuff there, not the Bix box stuff, but the Mordians and the glue has been sat under my bed. I got that just before my brain went and I started having seizures. And obviously I've not been able to do anything. Seizures and stuff. Shut up, dog. So anyway, the other thing we do is the non-Games Workshop. So Army Painter, they're a different company that does different stuff for different things. And while I'm going to be nice and I'm not going to use any non-Games Workshop products for the... Shut up, dog. For the models, even though I would love to, this was a hell of a lot cheaper than... You can see it's been squashed in the post. Than the same Games Workshop kit. I think the Games Workshop kit's like 30 quid or something like that for the same stuff. So, what do we get in the kit? Complete Wargaming hobby kit. Side cutter, pin vise, 5 drill bits, file with soft grip handle to remove mould lines, hobby knife, precision work, tweezers, and super glue. And I will be using those in a minute to take all the lines off of the Mordian Iron Guard, and then I'll show you that when I've done it, even though you won't be able to pick it up. So, Army Painter. I don't really know these guys. I bought this off Amazon. I didn't buy it direct from anyone else. I bought it off Amazon. Amazon sell them, apparently. Green stuff. You'd have thought they'd have a... But what we want to do is we want to build a large custom IG army that doesn't look like IG, apart from obviously these Mordian Iron Guards. So I am, and I will be picking up a Cadian kit and some other kits, some Warhammer Fantasy kits. It's not called that anymore, is it? It's called, what's it called, Scoop? Hey? Age of Sigma. High Elf stuff looks quite cool. Wargaming accessories. So what do we get in this box then? Let's have a looky-loo at the Army Painter. Wow, this is super tight. Okay. So that is... Let's flip it over. Tweezers. These are the Army Painter tweezers. Let's get them out and have a look at them. This is, if you're trying to do 40k on a budget, basically, is what this series is going to be. You can watch me, or you can not watch me. Don't much care. Precision tweezers. They don't look very precise. They look quite chunky, actually. I've got some tweezers anyway for my eyebrows, so because I have big bushy eyebrows, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Put the tweezers back in the packet. Super glue. Army Painter super glue. 20 grams of Army Painter super glue. Old Faithful. Side cutters. I used to have a beastly pair of side cutters. How sharp are these? Not very. I may have to sharpen them up a bit. You can do that. I used to have a massive pair of side cutters. I did dig them out, and they are rusted and corroded as fuck because they haven't been used in 15 years. It's hard getting back into games. That would be the pin vise, would it not? Yeah, one-handed, used for pinning parts. I don't really want to get into pinning because that is massively fiddly, and it's going to be fiddly enough doing the painting. Assuming I don't have a seizure and snap the models just in place. That could be fun. It's a good reason to watch the series. Oh god, we've been rambling for 11 minutes. What else have we got in here? File. That's a nice file, actually. It's quite nice. It's not 100%, but if I go over here and go through the old toolkit, okay, that was awesome. Well, I ain't gonna drag them out. That's the dog being friendly. I've got massive files, proper tool files, proper tools. Did this come in a plastic? If it did, I can't see it, so we'll assume no. And finally, the knife. I'm not sure how sharp this is. Oh, cutting towards you. That's a fairly decent knife. Not the best, but we didn't pay for the best. I'm sure if you bought the GW kit, we'd have got better, but it's like 30 quid more, which is just unacceptable at this point, which is something else we're going to talk to. So Games Workshop prices, not good at all. So anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to put all this back in here and say thank you very much, Armoured Painter people, who seem to make a relatively decent kit, but we do need to test it out, so we keep those cutters, and we will keep the file out. And now I'm going to go for a break, and then we'll come back and we'll cut this all together and do magical things, and we will take all the mould lines off of the Mordian Iron Guard and just take some bits off the bits, as it were. Oh yeah, I don't have any paintbrushes whatsoever. It's a bit worrying actually, but I'm sure we can deal with that. And with the sound of sirens in the background, yeah, let's roll up our sleeves and get stuck in with mould lines. Now, I hate mould lines, and I'm rubbish at getting rid of them. As you can see, they don't do fine cast. I have not got any fine cast, so I don't know what it's like. Everyone seems to hate the quality of it. But these Mordian Iron Guards still come in the metal, not the tripod then, moron. The metal variety. Yes, Scooby, thank you. So, I do need better lighting in here. We'll work on it, folks. So what I've got to do is I've got to take off all of these mould lines. Clippers, I think, and then filing should do me good. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, it is pretty bad. Alright, let's just snip that off nicely. Yep. Yeah, lots of flash on these. Lots of flash, just file that down a bit more. You don't need to go too overboard with the filing. You probably can't pick it up on here, but oh, you just can. Oh, your nails. What's wrong with your nails? Look at the nicotine stains as well. Yeah, you just pick it up there. There's a little bit there, so we're just going to snip that off as best we can. Just sticking off his thumb there, and just file it down. Now, I love doing this. That's why I'm doing this. It relaxes me. That's what this series is about, relaxing. Learning to live with disabilities and relaxing. And whatever you can find to relax yourself is probably a safe bet. Now, I can't tell if that's a scabbard. I don't think it is. If it is, it's warped, so try and focus this up. You can just see it there. Oh, state of your nails. God. That is playing with the dog. I just had to play with him for 10 minutes to calm him down, and now he's running around. I think that's a mould line, so I'm going to try and get it down as much as I can. It didn't come with a precision file, but you bought a third party, didn't you? Oh, that's a bad one on that blade. This is running guy number 8000. Oh, is that the stock or is that... Oh, I don't know if you can make that out. You see his head and you see his lasguns there, and there's this big chunk of metal next to them, like attaching them together. I'm not quite sure what that is. It looks like it's part of the lasgun, but it's got no detail on it, obviously, because it's so close to the head. I'm going to leave it. We can always give him a bionic arm. Incidentally, I don't know the rules, so maybe I can't give him a bionic arm, but I don't really give a shit. I'll just give him a metal arm and it won't count as anything. Right, oh, that is completely moulded in there. We're going to have to hope that that is in fact part of the lasgun. And oh, you can see it again here. It's just where it's joined up on the feet as well. Don't know how I'm going to get that out. Knife. See if we can get it out. Oh Christ! I'm cutting towards myself. I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, so I can have my 10-man guard squad of Mordians, and then everything else can be custom built using different parts. I'm looking at high elves, wood elves, Skaven. Is he sticking? Don't think he's sticking. I'll pull him out and do him again. Skaven parts I've got with me at the moment, just for like cloaks and stuff. Oh, nice bit of super glue. There we go. That's much better. Putting it all in like that. There we go. You'll stick now. You'll stick now. Stick. Yeah, there we go. Push him down. Right. Next one. Yeah, I like the idea of, say, so there's the Mordian Iron Guard and they're showing them how to do it. And then there's like maybe a bunch of gangers. I mean, they'll all be counts as guard. I can't see anyone having a problem with this. Another base, another guardsman, another dollar. Oh look, I've got a mismolded base. That's sweet. Thanks again, Games Workshop. And look at all that glue on my finger from that aborted basing attempt. So it's fairly easy to deal with this. You just don't throw super glue everywhere because you'll never get it off again. Okay. And we just slot a tab. So I think this is a bit of a leftover from when they used to sell them out the back of a van in Nottingham. Just this sort of awkward, dodgy bases. Yeah, we can just get him in there. Well, it looks like you'll be the only guy who's okay in his base because all the other bases seem a bit dodgy. There's another dodgy base, look at that. Warped. This all came from Games Workshop Online, so flash I missed on the slaughter tab. It's that bloody this one base is just the one that's just not going down at all. So I may have to re-glue him, I may have to fill it with green stuff, I don't know what I'll do. I shall leave him on his side like that. Oh no, it's come out again. Just like that. Okay, that should be enough. If it isn't, we'll find out the next time we touch these guys, which won't be for a while. There you go, assembled Mordian Iron Guards. It's a really cool kit. It's a shame you only get 10. It's a shame they're metal, not plastic. It's a shame you can't really... I mean, the only thing you can really do is cut a couple of the arms and weapons off and cut the heads off. Which isn't really good for... not playing, really. But we'll be creating some custom kits for this Imperial Guard army at a later date. Once I get the bits and bobs. We'll pick up some Cadian shock troops from Canada, and other bits and bobs to make my sort of nobles. So if that guy's still down, I shall green stuff him in there, and then that should hold him. That's a terrible slaughter tabs on these guys. 100% would not recommend unless you desperately want Mordian Iron Guard like I did, because the molds are in a pretty poor state. A lot of the mold lines are buggered, and the slaughter tabs don't fit the bases, and when you shave them down, as I've just done, it unbalances them. That's why that guy won't stay in his base, which is annoying. But anyway, that's a topic for another time. Thanks, Games Workshop, for that. I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll be assembling some other troops, I think. I'm not going to get into painting for a while. I just want... I got that 10-man squad there, and then maybe build another 10-man squad and then work on painting, or I may pick up some paints. I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. I've been Jimmy Fails. This has been Jimmy Fails at making Mordian Iron Guard, because one of them really would not stay in his base. Thank you.